Hey guys, what's up? So today I'm here with the part 2 of my freshman advice series. So today I'm talking all things schoolwork. It's coming, guys. Like, it's the end of summer's coming and we're gonna have to do schoolwork and it's gonna suck. I'm just gonna get right into the video. So first, let's talk about your first few weeks of school. It's not gonna be like, here's the rules, here's this, here's all your materials. Oh, you get a coloring page today. No, your first day, you're probably gonna have some homework. Not a lot, but like you're gonna have some. And the first week, you're gonna be slammed with homework. You're gonna be so surprised. If your middle school is like my middle school, you're gonna have like 3-4 hours of homework every single night and you're gonna be like, what? And I'm just saying, that's gonna happen for the rest of the year, and it's gonna get harder and harder, and then it's gonna back off a little bit, I guess. You need to know firsthand that there's gonna be more work than you ever thought there was gonna be. Now, the problem is my middle school, for whatever reason, our teachers gave the class ahead of us homework, and the class below us, they started to give them homework because for whatever reason they just stopped. They slacked off in the homework, which didn't help us when we got prepared for high school at all. A couple of students told the middle school principal that like this was a big change. It was not a smooth transition whatsoever, and I don't think it can ever be perfect, but it could definitely be a lot better than that. You just need to realize that it's going to be more challenging than middle school, and it's going to be a lot because you're going to have homework pretty much every night. But don't be that person who's doing homework in class also, because you're going to miss something important, and I was always that person, but I learned not to be this year. Schoolwork is a learning process, and your freshman year is going to be the biggest jump in that because you're going from middle school to high school, okay? So you're going to get more homework, you're going to need to study, you're going to get more tests, you have finals, you have probably some state testing that's mandatory. Just remember that it is going to be challenging and that you can get through it, but it's kind of something you have to adapt to your own personal abilities. You're going to need to learn to study because that's a big part of it. I didn't used to study at all in high school, or I didn't study at all in middle school. I never felt the need to. I got pretty good grades. I didn't feel the need to study, and I definitely learned to study. Middle school, everyone's on the same level when it comes to classes usually. In high school, it's completely different. So if you're in an honors class, you're gonna get honors testing. You're gonna get a lot more work. It's because you're in an honors class. So just know that the classes mean what they say, and it's gonna be a challenge. And you're going to need to study. You need to keep your notes. You need to take notes. Even if they don't give you a notebook, if you feel like you need to take notes, take notes. Study with your notes. A lot of teachers are going to give you notes or give you notes to copy down or something along those lines, and you're going to need to keep those notes organized and study. Those are going to help you study for tests or do any homework or worksheets that you'll have. Study, study, study. Another huge thing is you need to keep your notes. Any tests that have been corrected or worksheets that you know are going to help you in the end for finals. Finals are going to be like the most stressful couple days of your life. My school does finals day 1 and day 2, odds and even classes. I was like, what? I was like, I have to take how many finals in a day? Like, I was so stressed out, and you get 90-minute finals. For my school, at least, I think this is for most schools, you can choose between a cumulative final and vocab final or something like that. So your final can either be everything you've learned the whole full year, which is usually what they are, or like English class, my English teacher did, you had to read a book, do some paperwork, and then you had a test on the book. Your cumulative finals are what you're going to need all your notes on because you're going to need to study for them. I'm telling you, get flashcards, and yeah, I had 150 flashcards for freaking biology, and I was scared out of my mind. There was this huge 100 and some question study guide, and I know that teacher well, like I know her work well, and like every single one of these questions is going to be on the test, and nothing that's not on here will be on the test. So if I memorize this, I'm going to ace that, and that makes me happy. And I did that, and I was so stressed out about it, but I did really well on my final, and I needed to get my grade from a B to an A, and I was like, final's the way to do it. I have to do it. So I was very proud of myself for that. One more piece of advice I have is just work for what you want. Don't slack off because you're going to regret it in the future. And just your freshman year, you need to be on top of things. I'm telling you, high school, like the way it is when you get to your senior year and stuff, like you want to have like straight A's. I'm not gonna downplay that. That's your goal. Most people's goals. I mean, obviously not everybody can do that, and as long as you try and put your effort in, it's really super hard to fail a class. I don't understand people that do, because I don't feel that they're trying. And if I had one other piece of advice for you, it would be to make friends with your teachers, because they're the people that are going to help you throughout your entire high school career. I have learned to love so many of my teachers. Like, I thought I was going to hate them, and I loved my absolute hardest class. I hated the class. My favorite, like, one of my favorite teachers came out of that. Like, and it wasn't because I hated, like, what we were being taught so much. It was just I hated the way it was taught, but I realized that that's, like, the best way, because I'm not... In other ways, my teacher was teaching us how to take in the information, learn it, like, so that we're going to remember it, because we just memorize it for a test, and then it goes out our brains, and we never hear it again, and that is not what high school is for, and that's what high school is turned into, and I don't like that, so I like that, I was taught to learn. Just make friends with your teachers. They're going to help you out a lot, and don't be afraid to go to them, because that's what they're there for. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope this helped you out. I know this is kind of, I think, on the shorter side, but that's just because there's keys to your schoolwork in high school. You have to study, you have to do your homework, you have to care, and you'll be fine. Also, school attendance is probably going to help you a lot, because missing days does some things in, and you will get detention from those things. Also, you're going to get kicked out of class if you're disrespectful. It's not like middle school, you're going to get kicked out, then you're going to go to the office, you're probably going to get detention. If you don't get detention, you'll get suspended, you're getting put in school suspension. It's not going to be fun, so just do what you're told. Stop being so disrespectful. Like, that's one thing I hate about so many people that are younger than me, and I hate to put all of these people in one group, because it's not all of them, but like, the class below me is terrible with respect, and my class is bad, so I thought my class was bad. They're like horrible, and like, it's not everyone, it's just like a group of people, and I feel like it's the majority of them, but like, there's definitely like multiple people I know out of that class. It's like, fine, they're lovely people, but like, then there's just people I'm just like, I want to punch you in the face. Anyways, that's it for the video. So I will see you next time with relationships, friendships, everything you need to know about high school. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Comment down below any more questions that you have about high school, schoolwork, whatever it may be, or things you want me to talk about in the next video of the series, and bye. Primer. So this is going to decrease redness, it's going to blur your pores together, it's going to cover up any blemishes, not to the fullest obviously, but it's just going to give a light coverage, and it's going to help you. And if you have tiny pimples and stuff like that, then you're going to love this product. It's only 80